local sports teams in the Niagara region deal with unique environmental forces and marketing opportunities because of its location. It's being so close to Niagara Falls, among other attractions. And so a big one would be tourism that these teams can capitalize on. There's so many tourists coming to this area. Maybe they can have some sort of promotion or partnerships with hotels to try and attract people that are coming down here for a couple of days on vacation when they also see the falls. Then they come and see, say, an Ice Dogs game or a River Lions game. Because of this region, there's also a lot of unique competition because there's so many other attractions in this region, like the casino, the falls, and even the wineries, other attractions like that. So can be tough for these sports teams to really get these fans to go to their games and choose, an Ice Dogs game over going to the casino or something like that. But there could be unique, like I said, partnership opportunities, sponsorship opportunities with these attractions by the falls. Maybe they make a deal. They pay the certain price, you get to go to one of those attractions and then also go to a game. And then lastly, there's different demographics, like say Brock. A lot of students in this area. They could market to students, market to obviously families, and then also tourists coming into this area. So that's sort of the things that are unique about the environmental forces of the Niagara region. So sports are definitely a form of entertainment, but they also have their differences from things like movies and plays. So I'd say the first one is obviously sports aren't scripted where movies and plays are. They would follow a predetermined storyline and outcome, whereas sporting events do not. And so it just kind of adds that real suspense and more of an emotional investment, as also the action is also happening live in front of you. It's obviously not, rehearsed, and it's a authentic real-time performance. So that's different from movies where it is, planned, and maybe they do it over and over again, the same thing, whereas every sports event is also different from itself, which also makes it unique. And then there's also the team aspect of sports where fans are, emotionally loyal to certain teams and athletes and things like this, whereas movies, they just don't have that same team aspect. And then ongoing seasons in sports with trades and free agent signings, that's just stuff, entertainment, and kind of adds intrigue for fans that just movies and plays just do not have. So sports, it's just more unpredictable, more authentic, and every sporting event is unique from each other, which you can't say the same for movies and plays. So SWOT analysis is a tool used by organizations to value strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that the organization may have. So doing this for the Toronto Blue Jays, I'd say a major strength of theirs is just having Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on their roster. Like, he's an extremely marketable and talented young player. He's also born in Canada, which helps to promote him as well. And then obviously the owned by Rogers is a big strength of theirs, and it's a national fan base. So having the whole country kind of behind one team is a huge strength of the Blue Jays that no other team in the MLB has. A weakness could be the MLB kind of caters towards the American teams. So Blue Jays being the only Canadian team, sometimes they get less national attention and promotion from the league itself. Opportunity would be, specifically for this playoff run, they could really unite the whole country and kind of rally, which they already have, rally the country behind this one team on this playoff run, and they can really capitalize on the excitement surrounding their team right now. And then a threat, I'd say, would be strong teams like the Dodgers and Mariners or Tigers coming up here. That could be a threat and end their run. And then there's also huge pressure on the Blue Jays behind the whole country. Yeah, so that would be the SWOT analysis for the Blue Jays. The sports industry is definitely unique from other industries. The first trait that makes it unique is its unpredictable outcomes, where many other industries are controlled. The sports industry is one of the rare ones where each game is uncertain, and this offers new excitement, and just the unpredictable nature of the game is what fans are really drawn to. Another one is the product is intangible, and it's more of a just emotional connection to the product. Fans make connections with these teams, and it's an intangible product, unlike other industries where they're selling, a tangible product you can touch and feel. This is just an emotional connection to the sport, and to the game. Another big one is the teams have to compete with each other while also working with each other at the same time. So it's like a competition and cooperation for the good of the league. This is very different from other industries where companies would just be competing against each other. Teams in sports wants everyone to do well for the good of the league, as it ultimately helps you as well. Another trait that makes the sports industry unique is loyalty. You see really strong loyalty and emotional connections in sports, and that's something you wouldn't see much in other industries. And then the last one would be, because of the unpredictable nature of sports, you can't control the product quality all the time. So you could go to a game and it could be really bad, and that's very different from other industries where they make sure their product is top notch all the time. Sports, it's unpredictable. It could be terrible product quality, or it could be great product quality, and that's why That's why people love sports. The term pink it and shrink it is an outdated and kind of stereotypical marketing approach used by sport teams, where they would just make clothes pink and smaller for women, and they've moved past this now, as they're recognizing women as like knowledgeable and passionate fans of teams just like anyone else. So they have more stylish and better lines of clothing for women and merchandise now. And sports has evolved to really start promoting female athletes as role models for young girls in sports. Like the WNBA has been huge with people like Caitlin Clark. They've really been promoting her a lot. And the PWHL has also been huge for women's hockey and girls hockey. They're really promoting these athletes as more of role models now, and they've really upped their marketing in that sense. However, there's still room for improvement. Teams can have more women in leadership roles, specifically in front offices and coaching staffs. This would even better break down sort of gender stereotypes and start paving the road for young women in sports to see role models and get inspired by these women in sports. So fans definitely go to sporting events for a diversion from everyday life, as it's a way to escape your stress and routine by being in the exciting atmosphere of a sporting event. And overall, it's just an enjoyable experience, and it kind of takes your mind off of sort of stresses in your life, and it's a fun experience to go catch a game with friends and stuff like this and socialize. So the Raptors have used this by really enhancing their game day experience by adding like different events like DJs and cultural celebrations to enhance their game day experience. So it's more than just taking in a game. It's almost like going for a fun outgoing to get away from the stresses of your regular life. So that's how sports can capitalize on the feeling of escaping your day-to-day life. The first marketing segmentation would be demographic segmentation, and this is targeting consumers based off things like gender, age, race, income, or family status. The Junior Jays, an example of this, they obviously market to younger kids and families and try and get them coming out to their games. The next would be geographic segmentation. So this could be a team, say the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to be marketing more in the Pacific Northwest. You're not going to see as many marketing efforts from them down here in Ontario, just based on their geographic region. The next is psychographic segmentation. This is based on kind of your lifestyle and values. Say there was a marketing campaign for a marathon going on, they would market towards people who like to stay active and live a healthy lifestyle and enjoy fitness. The next is behavioral segmentation. So this is kind of the way consumers behave and their brand loyalty. So sports teams can really take advantage of this by offering ticket packages and loyalty programs and exclusive clubs, you could say. Fans would buy this and they get a package of tickets and they get benefits and stuff like this. If they go to a specific number of games or specific clubs like the Blue Jays TD Lounge and other clubs like that. And then there's benefit segmentation. So this is just marketing towards a group that is all looking to achieve the same benefit. And then socioeconomic segmentation. This is categorizing consumers by income level and sort of spending habits. So a good example of this is sort of the PGA Tour and golf. They kind of market their product towards higher income individuals as they're more likely to play the sport of golf and then therefore be interested and attend these events. My favorite part of the class would be I find marketing content interesting, and my least favorite part would be the time of the day of the class.